Good evening, this is Gabriel Jackson, and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 99, part 4. Mitzvah Day keeps your soul on its way. The obligation for the Kohanim to don the priestly garments we talked about, the type of priestly garments the regular Kohanim had to wear. Now we're talking about the type of garments the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, had to wear. The Chinuch now enumerates the vestments of the Kohen Gadol. The vestments of the Kohen Gadol consisted of 8 garments, whose names are as follows: Kisoines, Mechnesayim, Avneit, which are named the same as the 3 corresponding garments of the ordinary Kohen, and are similar to them. Umitznefes the Kohen Gadol, the Kohen Gadol's headwear, known as mitznefes, was in place of the migbos worn by the ordinary Kohen, different type of headgear. For both this one, the mitznefes, and that one, the migbos, were placed upon the head, except that the mitznefes was fashioned like a long, narrow strip of cloth that women wrap around their heads as a turban, and the Kohen Gadol would wrap his head with it in a similar fashion, whereas the migbos, worn by the ordinary Kohen, was formed like a hat. Thus, we have enumerated 4 of the 8 vestments of the Kohen Gadol, all 4 of which were made solely of linen. These vestments, like the parallel ones of the ordinary Kohanim, were white. Their threads were plied with 6 strands, and they were made with the embroiderer's work. But the embroidery was not the same as the embroidery on the avneit of an ordinary Kohen. In addition to the above vestments of the ordinary Kohen, the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, had 4 other vestments of gold. Their names are Choshen, the breastplate, Ephod, the apron, the Me'il, the robe, and the Tzitz, the headplate. You're going to be tested on this. It was while clothed in all 8 of these vestments that the Kohen Gadol would perform the outer avoda, i.e., the standard year-round avoda service that was performed on the altar that stood in the temple courtyard, or on the altar menorah or table, the shulchan that stood in the holy. But on Yom Kippur, when he performed the inner avoda, the inner service, which is the avoda done in the Holy of Holies, within the curtain that separated it from the rest of the heichal, the sanctuary, he would never serve except while clothed in the 4 linen vestments that were white. The Chinuch adds a point. After the Kohen Gadol served while clothed in the linen vestments on one Yom Kippur, he would never serve in them again. As it is stated regarding the conclusion of the Yom Kippur service in Leviticus, he shall remove the linen vestments that he wore when he entered the sanctuary, and he shall leave them there. Wow. So no hand-me-downs when it comes to the high priests. The Chinuch discusses the consequences of performing the avoda without donning the special vestments. Any time that a Kohen performs avoda in the Beis HaMikdash, in the temple, whether he is an ordinary Kohen or the Kohen Gadol, if he performs it while clothed in less than the prescribed number of vestments designated for that particular performance of avoda, or in more than the prescribed number of vestments for that particular avoda, his service is invalid. Okay, let's stop there. It's a little bit late. We'll continue, but thanks for listening. Sponsor feature Mitzvah 36-100 for the gold. See you tomorrow.